A very happy Thursday to you. Happy first day of spring. I'm King 5 meteorologist Ashley Ruiz with an extended look at your forecast. It's Thursday, which means we have an update on the drought monitor. We've had some changes. The Olympic Peninsula no longer considered in that abnormally dry category, which is that yellow color, but we still have a moderate drought for pretty much almost all of the Seattle metro along and east of I-5 and up into the Cascades. We're doing okay in terms of our monthly rain totals, so our deficit is not all too bad. From Bellingham, SeaTac, and Hoquiam, it's our yearly deficit where we're still struggling a good bit because we had the drier start to the year. You see SeaTac still about 4 inches below where we should be. Bellingham not all too bad, and Hoquiam starting to pick up on that deficit as well. The good news is we are going to get some beneficial rain. We also need some snow. We are still below normal in terms of our snowpack, and that's for the North Cascades, the South Central Cascades. However, the Southern Cascades in Washington not doing all too bad. In fact, above average, about 8% above average. In the Olympics, just about 3% below average. We're going to get some good snow going forward over the next 48 hours. In terms of our drought, this is also another product that was just issued by the Climate Prediction Center. So they're forecasting now until the end of June. Looks as though we'll have drought ending conditions. So they're saying drought likely ends at least for portions of the Seattle metro, the foothills along and east of I-5, maybe not so much for portions of the Cascades. Either the drought's going to likely continue, but we could see at least some improvements. Going forward for the next couple of days, I mentioned beneficial rain. We're going to get that beneficial mountain snow, and we're going to have waves of rain, some gusty winds, and mountain snow tonight through Friday. We're going to have a series of systems just swinging through the region over the next couple of days. Now, Saturday will likely have some very weak and brief ridging taking hold. So we'll see relatively drier conditions, but then we're going to have another system moving in possibly as early as Saturday night. Next week, if you're wanting warmer temperatures, it's coming. We're talking maybe about 10 degrees above normal. Will it stay around? Not so much, but I'll break this all down for you coming up. But for the next few days heading into the weekend, a lot going on. We have spring break as well. Tonight through Friday, we're going to have lowland rain, heavy mountain snow, especially over the northern Cascades, and some gusty winds. About 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts peaking tonight and early tomorrow morning. Saturday, we'll have rain tapering to spotty showers and then maybe a couple of light snow showers in the mountains. But Sunday, snow levels come up. So we're going to get that beneficial snow before then, but with snow levels coming up, we could have some minor snow melt into next week. Temperatures the next couple of days going to be in the 50s, but then we're going to have warmer conditions Monday into Tuesday, and then Wednesday we'll start to see increasing rain once again. A cooler system will begin to move in. So we'll take a deep dive into what we have going on. There is a winter weather advisory in place. This is essentially for near I-90, so Snoqualmie Pass and southward through the Cascades and passes through 5 a.m. Saturday. Up in the Olympics as well, 6 to 12 inches of snow and gusty winds between now and then. The heaviest snow is expected to fall mainly over the northern Cascades and passes from about Stevens Pass northward. This is where we could get 1 to 2 feet of snow. 2 feet likely going to be closer to Mount Baker, but really going to be good ski conditions if you are heading up this weekend. So through Saturday morning, this is just one model run. I do think some of these numbers are a little on the high side, but I wanted to show you that potential. And you see Mount Baker, maybe Stevens getting the bulk of it, as well as near Paradise, maybe White Pass, but this just goes to show you, again, beneficial snow before those snow levels start to come up. With that being said, with snow levels also coming up, we're also going to get a rain and snow mix up in the mountains as well. Meanwhile, in the lowlands, we'll at least get half of an inch, maybe up to 1.5 inches, maybe some higher spots where we'll get some convergence setting up, which is looking pretty likely, especially maybe near Snohomish County, and that could lead to some of those heavier bands setting up over the mountains. Time-wise, with this one system, again, moving in, we'll have steady rain tonight, steady mountain snow. There could be a brief window where we get a rain and snow mix, but then we're going to see that switch back to all snow. Friday morning, likely going to have at least some spotty showers, and then we'll get another wave of rain. And it's going to just be rain at times, hit or miss, maybe some sun breaks in the mix Friday afternoon into Friday evening. And you see, again, steady snow falling. Likely going to at least kick things off Saturday with some convergence, but then we're drying things out. And your Saturday, most of your Saturday is going to be relatively dry. So Saturday will be the drier day of the two, as you see, because Sunday morning likely going to kick things off with more rain, and it's going to eventually taper, but Sunday will be one of the wetter days, and this is why. We have an atmospheric river likely going to take aim to the Pacific Northwest. There's still some details we have to fine tune, but it's looking likely that we'll have at least increasing rain Sunday, heavy at times, and with this atmospheric river, you have that warm, moist air, so snow levels are going to come up, maybe about 5,000 feet. It might be gradual into Sunday. So likely still going to have some snow, eventually starting to switch over to maybe just plain rain into Sunday night, Monday, and into Tuesday as snow levels come well above pass level. This is the European model showing Sunday through Monday. You can just tell that snow levels are starting to come up because a couple of additional inches of snow in Snoqualmie Pass, a little higher for Stevens, but this is starting Sunday morning and it tapers all the way into Monday night. So Sunday is going to be the day to get some of that new snow before it just switches to rain. And speaking of rain, Sunday into Monday with this incoming atmospheric river, once again, beneficial rain, even in the lowlands, 1/2 inch, maybe up to 2 inches. This is again Sunday into Monday, but then you see up in the mountains, also going to have some accumulating rain. So that rain falls on some of that fresh snow, could have some minor river rises, and that's going to be something we'll have to watch. Maybe some avalanche risk as well. But all in all, we'll have pretty active weather the next couple of days, but then we'll start to dry things out Monday, and then Tuesday into Wednesday looks to be at least the warmest days. 66, that's a high for Seattle. So you think of some of the interior areas may even flirt with 70 degrees. So if you are looking for one of those really nice days to be out and enjoy, Western Washington, likely going to be Tuesday after some fog before things start to turn a little more unsettled once again. In fact, beyond the 7-day forecast, temperatures look to be close to normal, if not at normal. So we'll have that spike in temperatures above normal, and then we'll fall back to normal because this time of year, 55 is about normal. If you are going to be driving through the passes this weekend, make sure you check in with WashStop before heading out, especially between now and Saturday morning. Saturday during the day may be your best time to do so because we'll get that break before we get more rain and then mountain snow as well in the back half of the weekend. You can always find the latest on king5.com. You can also find an extended forecast on King 5 Plus, really going to be a good tool to have as you head through the weekend and into next week.